Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glory MC series as well as the MOONRISE Beach series. Today's video is going to be a kind of 2020 planner wrap-up or recap. So it's going to be covering all the planners that I've used throughout 2020 and most of all the ones that I've really stuck with for the entire year. So I thought that this video might be helpful if you have a similar planning style like me. I would describe myself as a decorative planner, but I use stickers in a very functional way. If you watch my plan with me's, then you may know what I mean by that. But yeah, so these are the sizes that I kept with for most of 2020. So I have an A5 rings, I have a Hobonichi Weeks here, I have pocket rings, and then I also have like a personal wide and a B6 size here. So these are all the sizes that I stuck with for 2020 and I used throughout the whole entire year. There were other ones like A6 rings which I used for my one book July. I have done a video on that, so I will link that down below. But that was for just the 1 month because I am not really much of a one planner girl, as you can see here. So I'm going to quickly get started with this one here. So this one is the A5 size, and this particular planner is from Kikki.k A5. It's the black croc. So it has a zipper that goes all the way around, but mine is currently not able to be zipped up just because I do have some bows up there, and also my planner is kind of chunky. So this planner does have the rose gold hardware, and at the moment it's quite minimal. I didn't really do like a Christmas setup in it, but I did put this Christmas dashboard. It's from Hello Paper Cat. It doesn't really match with the rest of the setup because this is more of a minimal look, but it is the holidays, so I just want to put that in there because I won't be able to use it any other time. So other than that, I do just have some of these Kikki.k notepad paper. It's with gold foiling, which I really like, and what I did was I just punched it and I already slit the holes in, so I can just kind of put them anywhere in my planner like that, and then also be able to rip it out really easily. I just use this as a running to-do list. So I just keep a few in there. The other thing that I use is this. So this is from my shop, Jolene Printables. This is coming next year to the shop, so you have a little bit of a sneak peek of what's coming up. I call these my half lists. So basically these are just little lists, to-do lists, come in a variety of sizes. This one is for the half letter or A5 size, and once again I punched them and I slit them so that you can use this as your running to-do list for your week. You can use it as a grocery list or an inbox, anything like that. So I really love these, and these are the width of an Erin Condren box, so anyone who uses a vertical planner will be able to write in this super easily. So I just have a few of those printed out and just tucked in there. And then I do have these cloth and paper sticky notes. It's the one with the tabs, which I do use on occasion whenever I need a sticky note. And then I got gifted this little Planner Girl clip, which I thought was kind of cute, so I just put that there. So I don't really know where that's from because it was a gift. So like I mentioned, this is from Hello Paper Cat, and I really like her lamination because it's super thick, so it's really great to act as a page lifter or dashboard. Over here I did change things up a bit. I do have this little zippered pocket from Kikki.k, and in here I do have some foiled stickers that I want to use because I always forget about them. So I have some from Samantha May Sticks, Simply Beautiful Plans. So I just have those handy in here. I have some paper tabs, I guess you can call them. They're from Kikki.k. So this little card holder is from Cloth and Paper, and in here I just have the kind of dot stickers from ArieBea shop, and then I do have this little gift card from Victoria's Secret. I'm just using it to cut washi. So if I haven't mentioned already, this particular planner is the main planner that I use. So This is my main author planner, so it's my work planner. This is where I write down my schedule for my writing, as well as my schedule for my book releases. So I can't actually show you too much of the inserts and the little details here and there, because all that information hasn't been released yet. The books haven't been released yet. I'm just gonna kind of gloss over the sections because this planner never ever changes, and I think that's part of why I've been able to have planner peace, is because this planner, the main planner that I use for work, it never changes. So for the last, I would say, I don't know, maybe since 2016, since I've been in A5 rings, I've never changed the system. And it's been really nice to come back to every single year because I'm so familiar with it. So anytime I archive this planner, I keep the sections exactly the same. So I will just have another Kikki.k planner, and what I'll do is literally take what's in here and put it in that planner, so that the sections are exactly the same as when I'm using it. So the first section is always my monthly section. So I just have this piece of acetate with some clips on them, and sticky pocket from Rose Colored Days. And then in here is just a monthly calendar. So this is where I would write my writing schedule. So the projects that I'm working on, how many days it's going to take me to write that particular book. I will write when I have an appointment with my formatter or my editor, and I will also write here when my books go to the beta reader, when they return it to me, and also when I have cover reveals. So this calendar is only for writing purposes. And I do have one of my year at a glance. So that is what it looks like. This is in my shop, Jolene Printables on Etsy. And you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off your order. So that is just the one page at a glance, and then you have the important dates on the back for 2021. Next up, I do have a next actions here. So I just have a to-do list right here, and then I go into my weekly. So here is just a vertical weekly. Unfortunately, I can't really show you the details of this because I am working on a secret project for a new book that's coming out, which I haven't announced yet. So basically it's just a vertical weekly. I use sticker kits in here, and I will be showing more of my planning style in a weekly format next year, so you guys can hopefully look forward to that. Next section is my tracker section. So over here I just have a yearly tracker, so it just has the January to December here, and any reoccurring tasks here that I want to do on a monthly basis, I will just write them down here and then check them off. So as you can see, I've been using it all year round. Everything is checked off as we are moving into November and December. And then once again, just for reference, I do have more of my yearly calendars. So this one is the year on 2 pages. So January to June on 1 page and July to December with the important dates on the opposite. And then I also have the 1-page option. So I've been just like toying around with these so that I have a clear view of what's coming up for me next year, because obviously if I want to release books next year, I have to start writing them now. And so that's why I have all of these calendars in here pretty early before the year ends, just because I need to forward plan so much. So in this section here, I just have a piece of acetate again with another Rose Colored Days pocket, and this clip is from Glimmer and Glam. And then this section is my current project section, so I just have a page for each book that I'm working on. So each manuscript will have kind of like a to-do list. So I have my writing checklist and then also the publishing checklist. So I will just check them off for each project. And then I have a social calendar here, and this is just your basic monthly calendar once again. So I have already some 21 inserts in here, and I just use this as my social calendar. And then at the end here, I just have my marketing plan for the year, and then also list and reference at the very end. So list here and then reference, and this just has things like my financial information. so I'm gonna skip over that. But this is the basic setup for my work planner, and this is the one, like I mentioned, that never ever changes. So I've been using this not only for all of 2020, but for the past maybe 5 years or so. Rings especially has given me so much flexibility in terms of customization, and I think that's why I keep coming back to it over and over again. So that is the first planner that I've used for all of 2020. The next size that I used for the entire year is the Hobonichi Weeks. So this is the 2020 mint ribbons. I really love this design, super cute. It has like the little gold flecks in the mint ribbons. And in here I use this as a bit of a memory planner as well as a pre-planner. So here in the monthlies, I just used it as a basic forward planner. So any work events, any personal events, they were all listed in here. So you can see some things got rescheduled, but for the most part, I kept up with this planner really well. And then here you can see that I've been using some sticker kits, but I don't go super crazy with the sticker kits. For me, I like a little bit of stickers, but I use them in a very functional way. But as you can see, I filled it up quite extensively. So as you can see here, basically what I would do is I would put my timed events or all-day events here on one side, my to-do list. This section I would section off and use it as my highlights of the day. So for example, this is my birthday week. And then over here I would do some kind of journaling for the day. So everything was filled up, and then at the very back here, the notes section, I used it as a kind of weekly review and journal. So I just put a little bit of washi on top, and I would use these weekly stickers here. So it just says week 1, week 2, and then you have it all for the 52 weeks. And then I would just journal a little bit, talking about the week, what's coming up next week, and that kind of stuff. And then at the very back, I just have some extra notes. So I have my best of for 2020. So at the end of the year, I'm just gonna fill this out for all the books that I've read. I have a Hobonichi list here. I have some fountain pen testing. And then these are the printables. So these are what the printables from my Etsy shop look like. So I sell Hobonichi full page stickers. So what you would do is you just print them out on sticker paper or regular paper, and then you could just stick them into your Hobonichi pages on top of these, the ones that have the Japanese writing on them. So this is the important dates in the grid version. And then this is the option that's on one page. So I do have one that has the year split into 2. So you would have January to June on one side and July to December on the other. And I do have an array of other different designs and inserts for the Hobonichi. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on my shop, Jolene Printables on Etsy. But yeah, you can really see that I've hunkered down with this system, and I'm definitely going to be using the Hobonichi Weeks again in 2021, but I am going to be doing it in a different way. I have done a setup video of my 2021 weeks, so I will link that down below so you guys can see how I'm going to be tweaking the system here. I'm going to be using the monthlies differently as well as the notes pages in the back differently, but the main bulk will be the same in this one. So this was my memory planner / pre-planner. My pocket rings was another one that I used every single day and also all year round. So this particular one is from Kikki.k A5, and this was my pre-planner. So for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been using a pocket rings as my pre-planner, and it has been working really well for me. But around April and May, I found that I was outgrowing the pocket ring size, which is why I had to move my pre-planning to the Hobonichi Weeks. So whatever didn't fit in here, I had to put in here. But I did use this planner for the entire year. So I just have some small foiled stickers here, some die cuts. This is from Exo Carolyn Designs. And then this dashboard is from Hello Paper Cat. So basically I just use this as a calendar. So I do have an inbox here just for some to-dos and notes. And then under the first tab here, I just have a piece of vellum from Purpose Papery. And then these are just for planning. So I would pre-plan in here in the monthly view. So as you can see, I've been using it since January, and things were a little bit more sparse in the beginning of the year, but I quickly became much more busier around April and May. So as you can see, like, I was not fitting into the boxes anymore. And I just found like this one's a hot mess. I don't use any stickers in here. It's just pen and paper. Sometimes pencil if I haven't confirmed a date yet. But yeah, as you can see, things were filling up really quickly and I just needed more space. And then in the weeklies kind of look like this, very small. So I just highlight important dates or events, but I would just pre-plan my days, my weeks. Don't have many stickers here, maybe just 1 or 2 payday ones, but pretty much everything in here is just pen and paper. If I didn't have space, I would just pop it on a post-it note. But this has worked for me really well in the past, so I feel tempted to keep using it because I do love this size so much. But like I said, when I get busy, I just fill it up so quickly. Like you can see here, like everything is filled up. I don't even have space for notes. So that was my issue with the pocket rings, but I do really love this size. I just sometimes wish that I have more space on the weeks when I'm really busy. So at the very back, I just have a daily. And at the very back, I just have some addresses and one of these pockets, which I would put like receipts in. But that's basically it. I just have some post-it notes and then my pen. So as you can see, this one is super functional. Anytime that I have to go out, I will bring this with me and then jot some notes down. Anytime I need to make an appointment, I would put it in here. Or if a friend asks, hey, what are you doing on this day? Can you make it to this event? So I will come in here and check. And the last size here is the personal wide or the B6 size. So this is what I use as my shop planner. So I opened my shop in 2020 and I opened it around September and August. So ever since I opened up my shop, I have been using this one. So this is my shop planner. This is a Kikki.k A5 Vintage Rose B6. And I do have a detailed flip through of this planner. So in here, I just have an inbox. So I just have a list of things to do. So the next section here is my listings. And in here, I just have a insert where I track my different collections that I have in my shop and all the listings for that collection. I also write down the release as well. I just have some sticky notes here, and then I have my daily pages. This is where things get a little bit messy, but I'll just write my to-do list and then cross it off as I complete them. And then I have a design section, so I just have a list of all the inserts that I want to design, and then I just have some blank paper if I want to do some sketching. My next tab is finance, so I'm not going to show you this part, but this is where I keep track of my shop finances. So these are the videos that I uploaded. So that's August, September, October, and then November, December. And then I just have some notes on the videos that I want to film. So that is what that section looks like. And then at the very back, I just have a reference section. So this is just the fonts that I use. I also keep a small journal here at the very back, just to journal about things specifically for my shop. I do have another journal that I use for like everything, but this one is only for the things that I need to remember for my shop. So once again, I haven't been using this all year round, but ever since I set it up and I opened my shop in August, I have been using it. So as you can see, I definitely have kind of hunkered down with my system. There are definitely some holy grails in terms of planners here that I will never ever change. And in the case of the pocket, I've been using this for the past 3 years. So it's just only this year that I found that I kind of became too busy for this smaller size. So that is the little video that I want to share with you guys today. Please let me know if you guys have a particular size that you are absolutely in love with. I would love to know what's your perfect size, and let me know how your planning in 2020 went. I know a lot of people ended up changing a lot because of the pandemic, but whereas a lot of people slowed down during the pandemic, I found that I got a lot more busier. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you plan on purchasing from my shop, Anna Jolene Printables on Etsy, you can use the code SAVE10 for 10% off your order. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!